All right, y'all, let's see what's going on in the energy and see what Spirit has up today in this message. We got the Queen of Wands still up here. Confidence, boss-like energy. There could be something significant about distractions. Did I tell y'all that I'm a Libra moon? I ain't tell y'all that. That's crazy. I was looking back at one of my recent videos that I just dropped a couple days ago, and I'm like, I just be leaving out all the little details about what could be important for me in relations to the collective, because like I said a while back, it's okay when things take its time to happen, because it's going to happen to me first before it happens to the collective, right? And when I say that, I literally mean, like, I'm the messenger, I am the medium, so it's like I should never expect nothing bad to happen, never expect for anything terrible or anything misfortunate for myself, because I'm spiritually connected. So when I say that, I mean that in the most protective, selfless way, okay? Yeah, things are gonna happen to me because that's part of what the divine orchestration is. You know what I'm saying? It's a good sign of sportsmanship, and honesty as well. Okay, so I don't know, y'all. Yeah, but yeah, I'm a Libra moon, and the Libra new moon just passed here. I was so sleepy. So sleepy. And baby has been moving a lot recently, so that's been something here. But yeah, nothing different, just the huge. So let's see what's going on here. Spirit was urging me to get up here because my ears have been ringing out of my sleep. When I got up this morning, my ears was ringing, but I wanted to take some time out for myself. But yeah, my ears was ringing today. So let's see what's going on here. I got the ancestor deck, calling on my ancestors, archangels, spirit teams. Thank you for protecting and leading the collective. Please continue to bring forth clarity and protection only from the Most High. You're always greatly appreciated and welcomed. You guys, if you like any of this content, please like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out. You can check out all of my platforms linked at the bottom of this video, okay? If you guys want to send donations and tips, the links are there as well. Anything helps. Thank you for believing in me, trusting me, all right? And thank you for supporting, interacting. You guys are very appreciated. Nothing goes unnoticed. If you guys are also open to booking readings, getting any type of crystal jewelry or anything else of spirituality, you can always email me or check out my website, maadoracle.com. All right, ancestors, what's going on here? The star. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention. I know this is so crazy, but it's like Spirit wants for me to be proud of myself and to give myself credit. That's one thing that I've noticed, because I've done my own energy check-in privately, and I just start giving myself credit. So that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, up here on this channel, it's been very bittersweet if y'all can't tell already, okay? But on this channel, I am trying to get to 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. I said that earlier a few seasons back. I was trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, you guys. So if you can interact with my content, get my content out there in the algorithm, that will help a lot. But I'm almost to 500 subscribers. I love to keep a positive mind, a positive outlook. I like to look at things with optimism. Not so much of the toxic positivity, but more of like the realistic consistency, okay? I don't know how that relates to any of you guys. If some of you guys feel like you've been struggling, or if you've been feeling like you're in this gray area of like not knowing what to do next, is to just really be consistent with yourself, okay? So that's something that I'm trying to do as well. I have a history of not giving myself credit. I also have a history of letting my work go to waste, as well as not feeling good enough, or not feeling like what I have to offer is important to people, because in society everybody's so egotistical. Everybody's in reality. Everything is about, you know, get into a certain life cycle, live your life a certain way, be a good person, accomplish all these different things in the matrix and whatever. But honestly, my life is not like that. So I try the best that I can to get along with everyone. It doesn't work out most times, but because of who I am as a person, I've always been the type to just continue to do what God has wanted me to do. Because if God didn't want for me to do what I'm doing, I would not be doing it in the first place. So it can't change now. So yeah, more of this Libra moon energy coming off here. It's like I do have the tendency to see both sides of things, but I like to reach more for justice. For me, it's one of those things of like, I know what you did. I know what I did. I don't care about it. I care about the principle, you know? So that's kind of how I try to, you know, do everything, because I don't care about all the small details, okay? I care about what the principle is. And if the principle gets crossed or anything, that just tells me everything I need to know, okay? Libra moon stuff. Like, I'm not willing to see both sides of nothing, because honestly, in the opportunity of happening is the ability to see what something really is. It's just our choice if we want to maneuver through it with our discernment, or act like we're not being shown what's being shown. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. I told y'all how I don't have no patience with stuff now. Because I used to be the most patient person ever, and that stuff got me ran over. I don't have no patience for shit now. But yeah, anyways, the stars up here. Okay, the stars up here. So there's definitely something about healing a project, or healing through a project, which is crazy, because healing could be the strategy. You know what I'm saying? Like, how else are you supposed to believe in yourself, or get your inheritance? This feels like a reading about getting someone's inheritance. And it's crazy, because I have to constantly remind people over and over again that when it comes to an inheritance, it's not always about money, and it's not always about materialism. It'll be about what is important to you, and what brings you that stability, or that success that you're aligning yourself with. You're not chasing success, you're aligning with your own rewards and accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? So that's a thing here. Healing through a project. This could be integrating past lessons. Okay, I talk about that a lot up here already. Integrating past lessons, rising above generational cycles, understanding your position in life and your identity, how to be able to tell your energy away from other people so that you can stay focused on what you need to do, so you won't be the sacrificial lamb. Like, I've talked about this so much in so many different various ways in all these videos up here, okay? So I guess this is being highlighted because it's more so to let you know what was going on, either within you or in your environments here, why something was hard at first. Okay, there's a sense of like feeling imprisoned through a project too, or maybe even this, I'm saying project, but it could literally feel like a responsibility. Okay, feeling burdened in a responsibility type of thing, where probably too it will have something to do with your spotlight. Your spotlight, or your ability to be yourself in something. Okay, somebody wants to be themselves in something, or somebody needs to be themselves, or somebody is seeing what something really is through seeing who somebody really is. Okay, and there's something very significant about privacy here. Somebody could have been trying to act private towards you, or act like what you were doing out of privacy was really out of you keeping a secret, or keeping something a secret, or trying to veer over what the reality of what you needed to do. Because here it's like talking about how you are the healer, or you have healed many ages of things, like the age of healers. But then it's like it wants to talk about what you need to heal from, or what have you done through some form of project-based responsibility. Okay, somebody could have thought you were in an illusion, or somebody is coming out of an illusion in the middle of this. So kind of all of this has something to do with each other. Okay, there's affiliation here, but I don't know why it kind of feels like somebody is either scared to heal, or they're hesitant about what it takes to heal something, or what they need to do, because something is being exposed here. Okay, somebody is like really it's like they're waiting for something. I don't know if they're waiting for a promise, or they're waiting in promise, or they're only doing something out of promise. Somebody could have agreed to do something with you, for you, or about you from a promise. It's like a stance of loyalty, but not really. I feel like it's like somebody just feels like they're being a good Samaritan with something. So for some of you here, this could be something where, if this is about a partnership or a connection, something is only based on whatever the context of the connection is. So for example, I could be talking about co-parenting, okay, where something only is about the kids and that's it. And somebody could have either had a hard time with that because they just wanted to have some type of control over the situation. Or I could be talking about situation in love here, where somebody is readily not emotionally available, and the only reason why they're participating or doing something with you is out of some type of form of healing or respect to something, like in a way where they don't want to rub you the wrong way, or they never meant to rub you the wrong way, so they're trying to hold up something in order to not fall out of grace. Okay, this is like really heavy. This is weird energy for me. So there could be like a father energy here. This person could be an Aries. This person could be a Gemini, a Libra. But there's like a father energy, or also it could be like Saturn energy too. Okay, somebody was like juggling between something, like juggling their power. Okay, whoever or whatever this is, like juggling their power here, it's like as a form of resetting something or cleansing something. I guess that was the intention, but it could have turned into a thing where they thought they had to do something a certain way, but come to find out they need to heal something, and the way that they need to heal something comes from them letting go of some type of limitations or self-imprisoned beliefs or something of the nature here. But it's like whoever was being calculated here when it came to love or something like that, it also kind of feels like something that somebody has never done before, or something they haven't done in a really long time, out of disappointment or something. This feels like somebody could have been triggered, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling, y'all, so just take this wherever it goes. All right. Somebody is emotionally intertwined and spiritually intertwined in something, though. This is like a form of somebody was working on a new beginning for themselves. There was confusion about what somebody was doing to work on a new beginning. It wasn't really a confusion. It could have been like a tactic. Somebody didn't want for someone to find out about them. It could be about this father energy or this masculine energy. This person could have been trying to stay under the radar so that nobody would figure out what he was doing or what he's got going on or something, because something feels like This masculine energy could have called judgment on a feminine energy that he was like loyal to. There could have been some form of emotional responsibility or energetic dominance going on here. Okay? And something had already been expired or something, okay? So there's something about this masculine calling judgment on a feminine energy for something that was done. It's like if I go back to what I was saying earlier about how someone was only doing something because they didn't want to give off the wrong impression, and they're only doing it out of a certain type of loyalty so that they don't fall out of grace. So it kind of goes back to this principle here where it seems like something has changed around where like it's not really supposed to be affecting you or affecting the situation or circumstance between you and this person. It's actually bringing forth some form of balance and healing here, because it kind of seems like somebody have been trying to clear out noise or blockages or irritating energies. Okay, that's what it kind of seems like. Somebody's been trying to find a way to air out the energy here, air out some type of karmic issue. Somebody's been like praying really tough, but maybe what they were praying for was like they could have been trying to keep someone in the dark about what they were really wishing and hoping for. Somebody that stands in their truth. It could be you, collective, okay? It could be a form of hindering some form of communication, but this feels like telepathic. It feels like telepathic energy, though. I think I was saying that in a video a little short while ago of somebody not realizing that something is more telepathically in tune than what they realize here. So somebody could have been reacting poorly to something, okay? This is like, yeah. But something is hidden about a competition, or somebody was trying to keep a competition hidden, but it's came to a complete end here. Okay, there's a rebirth going on here. Pound Cake by Drake could be very significant. Cash rules everything around me. Okay, that could be very significant here. Pound Cake. Oh, goodness. Pound cake energy. All right. Yeah, somebody is like going through some form of mental defeat here. Yeah. Okay. Somebody was completely innocent. I don't know why I feel like I'm reading this like I'm a cop or a detective or something. There could be like an investigation going on. There's like a spiritual investigation going on here. Somebody is being exposed or found out about. And it might be in a way where they were trying to avoid in the first place, because it seems like they were trying to save face from some type of betrayal that could have involved a masculine energy, or that a masculine energy was part of here too. Somebody either could have died, or somebody could have like sold their soul or sold their energy to something in a certain way to save a secret from coming out. Gross. Ugh. Ooh, okay, honey. Ooh, we working on a confirmation there. So there's a divine feminine and a stable offer. There's a threat about targeting divine feminine's happiness or home here. It's either like something that happened in the past, like this, because this could even be somebody reminiscing on who they were in the past. They looked at themselves as a divine feminine. They may have felt like they fell off, or they may have felt like ever since some type of betrayal, their life hasn't been the same. This could be a woman that she feels like she's going through something specifically because of a certain situation that involved a masculine energy. And that's a completely different situation here, because it would seem like if a woman has already failed from grace, that would probably be because it has something to do with the choices and the life that she's led for herself, not a specific masculine. Even though if it is a specific masculine, maybe it was like the last string for something spiritually, and she just didn't understand the lesson. The motive was to get the lesson. That could have been for both people, okay? Masculine and feminine. Did you get the lesson? You know what I'm saying? So somebody was a fool, or somebody is being foolish here, or they feel foolish. But something could have been supposed to be making you feel or seem foolish, collective. Here we go. There's something about you being in a position of uncovering the rubble. And it's like stripping someone. It's like stripping a couple people. It could be 4 people. Up to 4 people that are being stripped of something. It could be a narrative, a name, a social status. It could be anything. They could be being stripped of a form of popularity. They could be being stripped of finances, energy, identity. But this kind of gives like a take back energy here. Because somebody could have been parading around in a false light anyways. It could have been this old feminine energy here. Okay. Yeah, this energy is like, that 10 of Swords is really up there. Let me see. Spirit said, grab the other deck, because yeah. For some of you here, you could have been fighting with the feminine cult that were like trying to come up against you in packs or something. And something could have been about comparison of like who you are versus who they are. And it could be because of the type of lane you're in, the route you're going, or something that you're doing in your position, or about your leadership, or whatever was supposed to have been perceived wasn't really what people was thinking. This is so weird. This is so weird. Like, what in the world? This could be like destiny swapping energy. This could even be like someone trying to mimic and like steal out of your personality or something. But I'm telling you, there's something about what you presented or what you did. Fast changes, I'm telling you. Take bold steps forward. Things happen suddenly in a short period and a hurry. I'm telling you, there's like something that you did that really like, it exposed something and it stripped something about either the mentality of people, the traits of people. Whatever is changing in this energy, though, it feels like it's supposed to happen. Like you're supposed to bring this type of dynamic of energy. And it's only for you to make a way for yourself here. Because this kind of feels like somebody got caught up for trying to do something just for money. And that's not what you were doing. You weren't doing something just for money or just for attention. You may be gaining a lot of attention, but you weren't doing something for attention. You may be beginning to gain money, but you at first you weren't doing something just for money. You may be gaining like status, popularity, fame, but you weren't doing it for fame. Like there's something going on here, and it says money matters. Invest your money wisely. Expense safe, cut costs, resource plan ahead, make an informed choice. I feel like if these people were so busy worried about you and your money or your energy or your identity, it's possibly because they were heavily in a cycle of materialism. And that's probably what they could have tried to create competition, or possibly even tried to make you feel bad about who you are. There's something about a narrative not sticking to you because whatever is going on with you, It's not really what people, it ain't what it seemed to be, honey. And somebody is hiding, this is what's being exposed. Somebody is hiding the circumstances of a situation about how they were watching you from a back corner and trying to put on your energy so that they could have the same type of signature as you, so that as you are or as you were paying attention to something in your own way, they could get a trickle of your abundance or good energy here. But it's not a thing. It's not a thing here. Someone could be a mom. You could be pregnant, or this could have happened while you were pregnant here, or somebody is finding out that they are pregnant. That could be another part of a fast change. This is like destiny taking place, okay? This is destiny taking place. That's why it says fast changes and it says fruits of labor. I'm telling you, whatever you are doing or whatever you were doing, it's as authentic to you as it can ever get. And I think that's the problem here. It seems like the fruits of your labor would be coming from some type of disappointment, toxicity, or betrayal, but it's like you still have to see the leverage that spirit is giving you to actually be the overhead over energy, situations, environments, people, and stuff like that. Okay? It's like this is what's happening on purpose for you. You are a leader, you're a boss, you're dominant here. So other people are not able to pretend this. And I don't know why this is coming off as that, but it's like if people were pretending to be something that you actually really are, that's what would create a problem, because maybe even too with this masculine energy that keeps trying to play peekaboo, this person could have been looking for an energy like you or looking for something like you, and he could have been stuck in the realm of materialism. This could have been a form of magic, demons, okay? If these are falsified people, these would be like Jezebels or something, or women that have like nasty materialistic energies that only want certain things here. And so this masculine energy could have been trying to really rummage and find his way through, but spirit is saying here, you didn't need to find your way through. You just needed to pay attention to the right thing, because there's like some fast changes going on here. All right, there's alchemy. Alchemy is taking place here. Transform the situation using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secret. There's alchemy taking place here. That would probably be why somebody would try to act like there isn't a form of emotional availability or telepathic activation, or yeah, star power energy. Child. Ooh, step into the spotlight, become an influencer of a company, and earn fame and popularity. Like I said, there's something rising for you here. Finances, everything. Closed door endings, public face. If you feel like there's an opportunity that's not open for you because you have to do something different as like a pivot, or maybe even like it's not time right now, you got to put it to the side. That's kind of what the pressure was supposed to do to you, or that's how the pressure is supposed to make you feel, to make you not have the confidence to be who you already are, okay? And it feels like this because, like I said, you could be doing something that nobody really knows about because it's as authentic to you as it is. So, of course, it's not going to work if you don't believe in it. And I feel like there's a lot of people that want for you to not believe in what you're doing or where you're at or what you got going on here. And because they feel that way, it's like it's being shown here. And this is a form of protection for you as well. But it's being shown here that if you continue to stand in your power, proper adjustments will be made. And this is all divinely guided. Somebody could have even felt like they had control over what to tell you to do, like what you should be doing versus what you're doing, how you need to handle something versus how you're handling it. Like I'm telling you, there's a lot of energy about what you should be doing, or like outer opinions, or even people thinking that something could be wrong with you because of what you're doing or how you're doing it, or how they are trying to look in from the outside on your life. But it's like, it's supposed to make you quit. But here it's not supported for you to quit. It's just looking like sabotage. It's really looking like sabotage, like a sabotaging energy being dispelled here. Because and honestly, I could tell you it's only because these people were being caught up using something in the wrong way, and you are probably somebody that does everything correctly here, and so it triggered this false group or this false community of people that were being hypocritical or kind of just being low vibrational as hell, and then watching you trigger them. Okay, so somebody's lover could even be triggered here, because maybe it's like something that he's trying to hide, that he was really caught up in that worldly realm, or even just kind of like that person that was actively indulging in the wrong practices or the wrong ways of doing things. And that could have been his obsession, because he could have been obsessed with power or attention, or being obsessed with knowing that you know, other women or other people didn't have boundaries, or you know, stuff like that. Okay. Y'all just bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to get it out. This is wild stuff here. I'm just sitting here watching me some TV, and that, Lord. Yeah. Everything I just said, honey. Child. So this is a thing where, because other people got caught up or are being exposed for misusing something, you were supposed to been in that category of like, oh, you're low vibrational too, so you don't have no room to talk, or what you're doing isn't even real, or whatever. But no, honey, you caught these people misusing God's resources. You did. Okay. You caught these people misusing God's resources, and now it's like, this is some shit right here. This is some shit. Somebody needs to practice a healthier lifestyle. Their energy is very low vibrational, dark. They're not gaining anything from it, okay? And they're not moving anywhere. Like, they're not growing, or they're not healing, or they're not awakening or changing their ways here. But the way to a better life is literally for them to change their ways, and they're not doing it. Or at first they weren't doing it, or they were trying to portray that they were doing it, but under a context of them getting what they thought they wanted. Somebody could have did like some type of quid pro quo stuff. It could have been on social media. Okay, I don't know. This seemed like a group of people. This seemed like some karmics. It's something here that I'm just reading about. Okay, because Lord. So it could have been some type of quid pro quo going on, or something like that. There's like a lot of filth, or a lot of ill intentions, ill tendencies here. Okay. There's something about a masculine energy. It just, I'm telling you, it just keeps bouncing back and forth. Something about a masculine energy only affiliating with certain people for resources. It could have been in a way of control, a way of manipulation, or even a way of them trying to alchemize, or trying to reclaim their power back in a certain way from dealing with certain people here. But I'm telling you, all of this is not advised. It's not approved. It's not a thing. It's like, legit, people are like in denial that they need to change themselves, or they are in denial that they were misdoing something incorrectly, and they've already been facing karma and consequences already. Closed doors is really up here, really, really heavy. Somebody wants to pursue intellectual connection. They may not know that they want to, though. That kind of goes back to the telepathic communication. But they want to indulge in an intellectual communication method, or intellectual Yeah. Intellectual stimulation here. It might be a way of like getting you to understand them more, or you being able to understand clearly now what something really is. This is like versus energy. Like, it's not really like you versus them, but it's like the past versus the present. How confirmation, this would be like not comparing the past, but this is supposed to be like an upgrade, like a real reset. There's limitations to a new beginning in the resources because somebody is juggling and gambling with their energy and stuff like that. This could be the secret as to why something took so long for someone, because they could have been juggling with these materialistic energies here. Okay, there was like some type of karmic awakening around somebody's thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, and patterns, but they refused to do inner reflection. And so it seemed like they were having issues with people from their past, but they weren't. Because somebody really doesn't know the difference in how to incorporate lessons versus the experience. Like, somebody relives experiences without taking the lesson. They relive the experience for some type of power play, or even because they think it benefits them, but it keeps them in a cycle here. And it keeps them in a cycle that's not helping them grow. And it keeps them in a cycle that's not allowing for them to have confidence or any type of breakthroughs in some type of way. So somebody could have been depending on someone to really bring forth like answers to certain stuff here. Somebody, there's something about emotional cheating here as well, okay? Love life, love and be loved, be free from problems and money troubles, enjoy the passion of love. Yeah, and flexibility is up here. Be flexible in your methods, adapt slowly using versatility, compromise, adaptation, and change. So somebody may not have wanted to be in a relationship for real, but they wanted to act on the dynamic of like love or a relationship. That's why somebody wouldn't want to be emotionally available, okay? That's why somebody is only doing something as like a favor, as like grace or something. It's not really like a relationship, but it's like a, you know, it could be a hint even. Somebody could be hinting to something else, but somebody could be stuck more on love or relationship, okay? Yeah, there's love all through here. This feels like unrequited love. It feels like public love. It feels like a love where somebody is controlling the narrative of something and it's not really what it seems to be of what the person is withholding here, okay? This could be on an expired timeline, or this could be what somebody is presenting, possibly even out of trying to throw a hint or trying to regulate their nervous system or regulate their thoughts around something here. Okay. Take action on your ideas, have an innovative new inspiration, test new ideas, and break out fast and exhausted. And limitations. Somebody is exhausted from their own limitations, the way that they choose to do something versus the way that things could possibly go. It's like somebody is not realizing that they're creating their own limitations by holding on to stuff in a certain way. And spirit wants for them to be nudged to grow, to kind of grow and expand and accept like some form of newfound reality, okay? For some of you, this could literally be a group of people, like friends or family or something, that like they've all like betrayed each other, but they keep up some form of fake connections or fake opportunities open as a way. This could be like a ritual. It could be a ritual that all these people participate in, or it could be a way of power harvesting, siphoning. It could also be a way of whoever was supposed to be the leader, or whoever was continuing to do these things. It's like a form of expectations here. Okay. Somebody is not strong without a partner or without a lover. Somebody could have built a platform off of a fake love cycle, or they built the platform out of trying to hide what they were really up against and what was really going on, to save face. Save face is up here really fucking heavy, and social status is up here, and wrong decision is up here. Like, what in the hell? So somebody could have been trying to make money off of something. Somebody could have been trying to make money off of having somebody's energy around, or it could have been reposting old content. It could have been in a very funny style, vindictive way. It could have also been in a way for them to shade their own truth so that they wouldn't have to live in the truth or the reality of something here. I don't know, but this whole situation is like bugged out, bummed out, weirded out, sabotaged, and everything. Like, somebody is realizing that they sabotaged themselves. That's what this is. They've fought their own selves. Is that the 7 of Knives that I just saw? It is. See? I don't know. This is kind of looking like a self-inflicted injury for me. Self-inflicted injury. Somebody was told to stop multiple times and they wouldn't. I don't know if y'all can hear them ambulances in the background. Okay, this could be Archangel Metatron coming through here. Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metatron, Thoth, okay? Heavy on these fast changes here, okay? There's something about staying grounded here. They can't come up against you because you really are rooted in your faith. You're grounded. You are already who you are. What about the next person here? There's something about loyalty and manifestation. Somebody is staying loyal to whatever they are manifesting with you. Take this wherever it resonates. They're staying loyal to it. There's some form of information being revealed about burdens, about what left someone burdened or why someone was burdened. There's something about a partnership being a burden or somebody being a liability. You could be in this energy, or somebody could have tried to put you in this energy of feeling like a liability here because of some form of dark BS that they were kind of overextending themselves to. Whatever that darkness was, or whatever those obsessions or those addictions were, that's what created a burden for someone, honestly. And then on the side, somebody was over here trying to throw blows and take cuts at something because it was like, this is some shit. It's like, oh God. It's because, like, yeah, trying to save face. But somebody even could have been thinking that someone has like completely like fucked themselves over, and like you're in the picture or you're around, and it's like, okay, that person is not finna be, don't be gaining nothing, don't be expecting nothing, because that person low-key fucked up and you don't even know. And the only reason why they was trying to like say that or be that way is literally because they were interacting with this person, or they were doing whatever this devious dark shit was. They were participating in it, and then like when it came to a complete stop, it made them feel some type of way. I'm telling you. And somebody was trying to come for your finances, your money, your investments, and everything in the midst of it. In the midst of it. Literally. Because they were feeling some type of way about either who you were building with, what you're building or what is said person doing while you're doing so and so, because they are upset that they got caught misusing certain things in a certain context. I cannot make this shit up. Somebody is like really stuck in their head. They could be stuck in their head trying to come up with different things, but it's like everything they come up with, it puts them at a dead end. And there's something about you protecting your discernment and your emotional maturity. Somebody lacks emotional maturity and it's not you. This energy is making me nauseous now. This is crazy. Yep, we got spirit up here. All right. I'm trying to wrap this up, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Let's see what's going on up here, spirit. Social status is up here. Don't get arrogant. Yeah, that's what you caught these people doing. And this is so crazy because it's like, whatever the fuck they were doing, you saw right through it, and they just swear they were invincible. The star is up here again at the start of this. Again. You are in a very prosperous energy. You are in a very prosperous energy, collective. You are in a very prosperous energy. You are in your knowing as well here too. If we're talking about the age of Aquarius, you're not awakening to nothing. You are in some very prosperous energy, and that's what people are finding out. A little while ago, I was channeling something about feeling worthy, or even like somebody wanting for you to prove that you are worth some type of investment, or wanting to prove that it's worth it to kind of mess with you or befriend you or collaborate or something. And that's not a thing either. So there's something about distractions. People are distracted by your worth. Your worth actually does weigh who you are morally, characteristically, and all that. You know, this video was like kind of uplifting, but also like damn, because like so many people be trying to throw shots and make somebody a target. They don't realize that through doing that, they're really just exposing how much they lack. It is not nobody's fault that these people done got caught up misusing some shit and they whole little boat done crashed. That's not nobody's issue. People are so grown. People really need to learn how to be more accountable. But that goes with the emotional immaturity. People always want to make you look like you're emotional immature because they really do lack what it truly means to be responsible for themselves. You're responsible for yourself. This Lover's card is up here really heavy. It's kind of getting on my nerves, but it's Gemini energy. There's something about the ways of somebody trying to get to you. The ways of somebody trying to get to you. The offer in a dream state you're not going to want. Somebody is not growing. They're not emotionally fulfilled. This person could have been waiting on a love offer. Or they could have been in their head ruminating about how everything that was going on in the shit that was going on, it was never going to lead them to love. But they were participating in it because they could have thought that they were going to gain favor in the situation. But it never led to nothing. Okay? It never led to anything. And that could be why somebody is feeling hasty and why somebody is not healing or growing either. Because they could have been sizing you up thinking that you were their equal, or they were your equal, or something like that. And no, that's not a thing either. Everything that I'm flipping is just totally like, what is going on? Yeah, somebody needs to learn how to heal. Well, yeah, they need to learn how to heal. They need to learn how to be accountable for themselves. But it can't be through you. There's something about you freeing your entrapped spirit, or freeing your healing abilities. If I say freeing your healing abilities, I would be mostly talking about maybe like you being mindful about who you connect with, so that you're not always a source of energy for people that are running low or are lacking, like you're trying to maintain valuable connections or valuable environments where you can benefit as well, which is really good, okay? If we're talking about materialism, that's not a form of greed, it's a form of reciprocity and a form of balance. So there's something about you learning how to balance, okay? Which is something that these people don't understand. So somebody really is upset because the only reason why they wasn't holding up boundaries was because they was hoping that something would turn into something deeper, and it never did. This is crazy. So somebody is at a crossroads. They're at a crossroads because they're burdened and all they do is work, or whatever they've been working on has put them in a crossroads because they did not or they do not want to admit to themselves that they were solely participating in something for the inappropriate gestures or expectations of self-fulfillment or pleasure or whatever, because this could even be like sexual too. Somebody is upset because somebody either didn't want to be sexual with them or because it was only about sex. Okay, so take that wherever it goes, but it don't have nothing to do with you, collective. It don't have nothing to do with my collective. I ain't getting nothing about that for y'all. But yeah, this is what was hidden here with this Queen of Wands energy haunting the whole damn series here. And we've got the Empress. You are the Empress twice in the deck now. Okay, you are the Empress here and the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands here. So this is something that you've uncovered by being yourself and being in this boss-like magnetic energy here. Okay? Somebody is unbalanced, okay? And you are getting your justice. Okay? There could be something about working here. Your work could change up. Your work could bring in more money. Your work could also create a new financial cycle that's like spiritually enhancing and also financially enhancing here. So when I say finances, I mean spiritual too. This possibly could even be everything crossing over for you finally. Like I was saying earlier in the video, inheritance crossing over, everything leveling up for you. And it's out of celebration for your consistency, your hard work, and even your ability to see what needed to be seen for yourself. I wouldn't say this was a test, but I would say this was just part of clearing up everything and also part of giving you the opportunity to enhance yourself, like taking competition and leveling up with it. Healthy competition, even though healthy competition, there's no such thing, but putting you in a certain situation so that your ego could get a boost, because it's not about deading the ego or detaching from the ego. It's literally just about bringing balance within yourself, okay? The ego needs to be fed in ways where it will enhance your life. That's healthy, okay? That's totally healthy, but not in a way where these people got caught up. These people got caught up, don't know their limits, don't know their bounds, overstimulated, kind of got the wrong principles, the wrong gestures, and now are kind of just looking stupid, feeling weird, and not really knowing where to turn next. But that's not you, okay? So that's what had been hidden here. All right. Your standards are high right now. Yep, high standards here. Whatever you're doing or practicing, I wouldn't say performing, but whatever you're practicing, because a performance is what these people was doing. They didn't get nothing for the performance, okay? Everybody is a non-paid actor, a paid actor, whatever you want to call them. Everybody is an actor here. But, of course, if they are actors, that means that they are fake, right? That's the part right there that, okay. So whatever you are practicing here, okay? Spell work, it could be spell work here, the alchemy work that you're doing, okay? It could be financial enhancements for yourself. You're unlocking multiple things at once here, and this may have something to do with Mercury's retrograde, All right, this is a timeless message, but Mercury's energy is in favor here because there are no karmic cycles, or there's no karmic retribution that needs to be done here. Okay, if you know, you know. Put yourself where it goes, and we've got the Fool up here. There's a new beginning up here. And there's that Ten of Swords from the Ancestor deck. Okay, so there is a painful ending going on everywhere around the board. It could be publicly, it could be communicatively as well. These are the same people that tried to come up against you, the same people that were trying to hide on the low, that they had a vendetta against you and everything of that nature. So it's like everything's coming out, and there's the Lover's card. You mirror something very well here, okay? And there's a lot of things coming into fruition for you, and it's coming really fast here. Okay, somebody could have been trying to defend their beliefs here. There's nothing to defend. You've been caught. There's nothing to defend. You've been caught. Hang that shit the fuck up. It's over, okay? Yeah, there we go. Oof, goodness. Ooh, goodness. Trying to defend some type of burdens, lacking limitation in that material realm. Yeah, that's how people do. They be stuck with gluttony. So it's like once they get a hold to something, they don't want to let it go, because it's triggering for you to be able to see through, for you to be able to see through all the nonsense that people got going on. As soon as somebody lets some shit go, like it's a complete ending for someone, but it's like in a good way. It's like a rebirth. Okay, this is a rebirth, a new cycle here. Okay, for some of you, you could have felt like you were just endlessly healing from things that you thought you've already been accountable for. You wasn't really healing, you were just transforming. Okay, so somebody has good karma. You could have good karma working in your favor, okay? And there's something about celebration. You're the one celebrating this time. Everybody has a season to laugh and cry. Okay? Tables turn, bridges burn, lessons learned. Confirmation. Oof. Ooh. You're a creative, high-level occultist here. Okay, if you don't know you're an occultist, it comes with the practice. Okay, an occultist really is somebody that uses all the laws of the universe, all the karmic, dharmic laws. Somebody that's really creative. You are just your own person here. You may be a celebrity. Okay, you don't have to have everything all the industry celebrities have, but you are a celebrity here, so you have a lot of pull. People see that. That is why these weird phenomenons pop up, okay? Because you are the real celebrity. But like I said, there's a lot for you to gain here, okay? There's something about so this is the number 9, okay? Divine feminine, okay? You could be coming out of a season of heavy isolation. Okay, heavy isolation. You're no longer the black sheep here. Okay, ooh, I like that. You're no longer the black sheep. You're no longer the wounded warrior. You're no longer having a rough road. You're no longer going without. You're no longer bruised up, penny pinching, whatever it was that you were seemingly to be doing. No more here. Things are coming into fruition slowly but surely. There's a lot of 9s. 999 definitely is up here, divine feminine. And those seasons, those weren't seasons of lack. Those were seasons of soul searching, seasons of soul alignment, okay? Seasons of energy exchange in the spirit realm, spiritual initiation. That's on the double aces. You've gone from rocky roads to a spiritual contract of initiation here, okay? And this could be a legacy that you're leaving behind here, okay? There's something being investigated, but the investigation is off, and it may have something to do with your spiritual abilities here, okay? Somebody was heaving over your spiritual abilities here. There's a potential to have 11 cups up here, but only 4 of them are pleasant. So that would bring the 7 of Cups. There's something about wanting you to feel like the options that you were looking at were not available, or you were just delusional. This could have been lovers, options, lovers, business. It could have been money. It could have been opportunities. But this is kind of showing that you've already been having your way, low key. You see how this looks? Like 4 cups. 11 cups together, but 4 of these cups are currently being occupied or filled here. So your fountain is gaining here. Your fountain ain't dry over here. The fuck? Literally, your fountain is not dry. It's not dry, honey, at all. There's something about depression, okay? If you have been feeling depressed, there's something for you to gain here. And for some here, this could be a very immature group of people here that could have been trying to siphon out of your ability to manifest through your clairs or your spiritual gifts, okay? Group of people. Some of them could be alcoholics. Some of them could be underage or emotionally immature. There's something about STDs, okay? Sexually transmitted demons, which is part of all that shit that you caught up, okay? That's the stuff that they were doing or whatever was going on in the midst of that energy, weird, fucked up energy harvesting nonsense. They were passing demons around, okay? But yeah, for you, like I said, it's the complete opposite. So we hear back with that 10 of Swords and the Earth Angel energy with the Wheel of Fortune here. You've defeated all the karmic energy vampires. Okay, here is this divine masculine here having a renewal, having a rebirth, having a upgrade and activation here as well, okay? This divine masculine could be reminiscing. Could be reminiscing, or it feels like storytelling or something of that nature, okay? This person could be a Scorpio, a Cancer, Pisces. Heavy on the Scorpio though, heavy on the Cancer, okay? But it's like this person is learning how to establish leadership and control here. This could be you as well, okay? Establishing leadership and control. This is something that you've been destined to do here, okay? But there is something about a masculine reciprocating. So it's like reciprocating. It's kind of like reciprocating in a way where he doesn't want for you to be afraid of pushing outside of the parameters with something. That could be what this is. Like, he may be into some form of dark arts or dark alchemy or something, but it's like, it's what you need to be balanced, because you need everything, the dark and the light. So it's kind of like, if this is that same masculine energy from earlier in the video, this person decided to change the way that they do stuff, or they could have saw their fault in something here, and so what they want to do is kind of collaborate with you about like what something really was or how something really goes here. But this wouldn't really be a collaboration, okay? It would literally just be like a responsibility, because whatever this is, it feels destined. For some of you, this could be a friend, a boss. This could be someone finally coming with the opportunity to actually make sure that you gain financially and structurally here, okay? And it could be because they are realizing, yeah, look at that. It's because they're realizing that out of everything that they were trying to do or trying to decide, that it makes more sense to come towards you, because you fit something very well. Or not even that, it's like, it's not that you fit it, it's just that that's just who you are. And that's really what they need to be paired with, for real. Like, to be fucking honest with you. That's on the moon, to be fucking honest with you. Like, that's... But there's something about an illusion here with this 3 of Cups and this fucking Page of Cups and this 7 of Cups. I'm telling you. It's like maybe this person didn't expect for you to really see what something really was here. Like somebody actually knows. They actually know that they had not been gaining anything from participating in some type of low vibrational stuff. They know that. So there's like a secret about somebody's drinking problem. Somebody with that 10 of Swords that keep coming out. Somebody is like behind closed doors drinking a lot or can't function, depressed. That depressed energy I was just mentioning. And it's because of this. It's because of whatever they were connected to, whatever they were doing, whatever was going on. And they don't notice that. It's not nobody's fault. It's their fault because of the way they lead their life. So somebody had called to fame under the wrong light and they don't know how to deal with it now. Yeah, that's what that is. They don't know how to deal with that type of thing now. But that's the energy, the demon, the entity that they were calling on. So somebody really is being ritualistically harvested from here. Meanwhile, here are your cups, divine feminine. Here's your cups. Here's what you got going on. Here's what's taking place for you. All right. It was supposed to have been looking like it wasn't nothing in your corner, or there was a failure, like your business failed, your craft isn't worth anything, or you're not worth anything, or you're doing something wrong, but all along it was them. Crazy. You are, like I was, this was about on that lower realm. You're going into the lower realm, but you're not descending. You're just having what you're about to be having. Okay? Blessed and highly favored. You're having what you're about to be having. You're aligning with what you need to be aligned with. You're receiving what you need to be receiving. And it's all from the intentions that you set here. So there's something about somebody finding out what you've been working on by yourself, even while all these people was posseing up. Yeah, this father energy. Yeah, there's a swap back going on with a contract. It could be a relationship. It could be, it could even be an offer. This is like a job offer. It feels like an opportunity, an offer of power even. A swap back going on of like who should really be in charge or what's really going on. Yeah, I see it. And that ace again. So be open to receiving. There's some pleasant surprises coming your way here. All right, your cup overrunneth. Your fountain is always going. All right, we just gonna wrap this up because it's lasted longer than I anticipated, but I'm glad we got the message out. All right, you guys, let's clean these up so we get some bottom of the deck energy. This is crazy, you guys. This is really crazy. Yeah. Knight of Cups. Somebody is coming through with an offer. It could be romantic. It could be emotional. It could be somebody opening up emotionally. It could be an emotional moment that someone shares that will open up an opportunity or open up a bridge to something or connect something here. It could be financially. I'm telling you. And then we got the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups with the Page of Cups, with the Ace of Swords. Somebody felt like what they had to offer wasn't enough. That's what they could have been stuck on, but that's not the idea. That's not the idea. Or that could have been an excuse here. Confirmation. All along, somebody was loyal to you emotionally. Ooh. Maybe they want to show you that or tell you that, or all along you were emotionally regulating something here while somebody was trying to get you to act out. Ooh, I hate the way these messages are coming nowadays, child. Okay, we got looking, seeking you will find, have an eye for beauty, and uncover hidden charms. I'm telling you, this is somebody coming towards you, and there's no other options here. The doors are closed. Somebody is about to be letting something go here because you're a light worker. And there's no way that they could get through to something. There's no way they could get through to you. So somebody could be watching you, but also here too, somebody could have been watching you to see who you really are, and they see it now. And so somebody is being forced to let something go, or somebody is being forced to really see something for what it really is now. And they have to act with clarity about that, about what that truth is, okay? But somebody could have been holding out on this love life. Ciao. Holding out on a love life. I'm telling you, Spirit to get it out every time. We got the Empress. Somebody, yeah, Empress and the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands. I'm telling you. Because they were never going to get ready or be ready for the situation of having to be who they truly are. They were so used to people seeing them in some type of ego. They were so used to people celebrating and praising them in their ego. You just exhibit authenticity here. There could be something about your age. Maybe people feel like you're not mature, or this person felt like you're not mature. It could have been because of what they were comparing you to that low vibrational shit. But now they're not comparing you to nothing. They're not really trying to seek something in a different way. They see something for what it really is here. It's not like you were ever trying to prove yourself or nothing, but you just got to do what you got to do. We got 10 of coins. You're getting some type of money here. You could be getting money from something you're creating. You could be getting money for collaborating. You're getting money for something, definitely. Yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you for listening to the message. If you like any of this content, please like, share, enjoy, interact. It's always appreciated.